Hello everyone. I just want to talk about this subject. So basically, last week, yeah, after the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, in the interviews, it was kind of chaotic because when the race finished, yeah, it was won by Sergio Perez in the Red Bull, and Max Verstappen he finished second, and then I think it was Fernando Alonso who finished third. So they're in the cool down room, and then Max sat on their number one position chair. So when he sat on the number one position chair now, obviously he's used to winning races, isn't it? So you could say that's a mistake, but he knew he finished second. So he was just doing that to get under Sergio's skin. But Sergio Perez didn't care. So Sergio Perez must have asked him, he said, listen, did you take the fastest lap at the end? He's like, yeah, I took the fastest lap. And Sergio was like, what? I thought we were told to hold station, We were told to hold our time to 1:33. But I think he done it 1:31, you know. So on the last lap, yeah, Max took the fastest lap point, yeah, and I know Sergio must have felt it. He's like, nah, this guy is kind of like, he's very disobedient, He doesn't listen to the team, cause he's been pampered and he's the number one, and all this money is invested in him. Obviously, he's a great driver, yeah, Max Verstappen, but he's got this attitude where it's like he thinks he's untouchable. So Sergio was not happy with him. First of all, you've taken the fastest lap on the last lap here, and you've come and sat in the man's seat. And even on the podium celebrations, he was not happy for Sergio to win that race. But what Max has to understand is he started in 15th position because on the Saturday he had a drive shaft problem. I think on the rear part of the car, the rear drive shaft here, he had a failure during the second part of qualifying. So he started, I think, 14th or 15th positions. Yeah, one of those positions. And then he drove his way up to second. And even when he got behind Sergio, the pace of the Red Bulls was kind of similar. And yeah, he didn't manage to take the victory from Sergio. And then he was just not happy, not happy, not happy. And to me personally, yeah, in human nature, that's like you're being very ungrateful. That's like you're very ungrateful, and you're saying that you're not happy because you didn't you finished second, but you started in 15th position, and the car that you're going up against is similar pace to you. So in the interview, he said, "Oh, if the championship is between just two drivers, then they have to make sure that the car is reliable." That's what Max was saying in the interview, and he said, "Everyone is happy, but personally, I'm not happy. I am not here to finish to be second." And I understand here, there's a winning mentality in Formula One. But when you go beyond that winning mentality, you become like ungrateful, you become arrogant, you know. You have to be humble. And I was even reading an article yesterday, and Brazilian legendary driver, was it Emerson Fittipaldi? He was saying that Max should have been happy that he had a trouble-free race, coming from where he came from. And I think like lessons of life that Max Verstappen can learn is like, don't be so ungrateful, man. You've already won two championships. The first one, they robbed it and they gave it to you on the last lap, yeah. With one more lap under the safety car. Yeah, they gave it to you. And then the second one, your team, they overspent money more than everyone else, more than 10 million, more than everyone else, yeah. And you won the championship. So really and truly, both of your championships, they're counterfeit. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're a great driver, your championships are counterfeit. And after a while, Red Bull, they might turn against you because they're gonna say, you know what, you're not bigger than the team. You understand? We're giving you all these things, but you're here criticizing people and making people feel uncomfortable and these kind of things. So they might just turn against you, or they might not back you as you would like. You understand? So it seems to me when you challenge Max a little bit, he gets a bit frustrated and he thinks that he's supposed to win all the time. Like, have some battles on track, man. Don't just drive away from pole position and win races. Have some battles on track, and have humility, be humble. You understand? You're winning races, be humble, man. Make other people enjoy your race wins as well, not just you. So, yeah, that's my message to Max here. He just has to be a bit more humble and a bit more respectful to his team. And the team as well, they have to stick it on him sometimes and cuss him off. Yeah, say, yo, brethren, you cannot talk to us like that. You understand? Can't be shouting down the radio and them kind of things, and throwing tantrums, throwing your baby, throwing your toys out of the pram all of a sudden. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here and on to the next one. The next race is in Australia for the Australian Grand Prix.